Hi guys, have you watched The Future Diary after my explaining video, and you want to watch something similar like that anime? Don't worry, I get you, because this video is going to be about 5 anime which are like Future Diary. Number 5, Big Order.
お前の願いだ。
俺の願いは
Big Order is about a boy named Eiji Hoshimiya who almost destroyed the whole world because of his innocent wish. 10 years later, and he's just living his life peacefully with his sick little sister, Sina Hoshimiya. Until one day, the Group of 10, a group of Order users, find him. Order is a mysterious power given to a person to accomplish one wish, and was given by a mysterious woman named Daisy. So Eiji is forced to use his Order power again to fight his way back to his peaceful life. Big Order and the Future Diaries share the same author, so you can expect the same craziness from this anime too. The characters are a bit similar, like Eiji is like Yuki, but with 2% more manliness, and Rin is a little bit like Yuno, but she doesn't now love the main character. If you like the Future Diaries, you'll not be bored by watching this one too. But in the end, if we don't pay attention to the same author, I have to say that it's not really a great anime. It's average, maybe a little bit below that. But it's only 10 episodes, not like our Future Diary, so if you're bored, you can watch it and have a good time for 3.5 hours. But you won't remember it for long. It won't have an impact like the Future Diary. The biggest problem with this anime is that it can't decide what genre it wants to be. People can't decide if this anime wants to take itself seriously or not. Don't get me wrong, there are some jokes in the Future Diary too, but the funnier parts and serious parts were clearly divided. In this anime, the serious and funny parts can be in the same scene, which takes away from the anime's seriousness. And the other thing which takes away from the anime's seriousness is the fan service. There are a ton of naked girl scenes, which in any ecchi anime looks good and we're happy about it, but here it's just, again? But in the end, you can think of this anime as a kind of parody of the Future Diaries. Maybe I'm the first person who says this, but maybe it's true. Okay, if we take the story, it doesn't have anything in common. But if we take the characters, you can see Yuki and Yuno characters in a funnier way. But if you're interested at all, I recommend checking out the manga too. They missed a lot of important parts, and if you want to understand the story better, then you're forced to read the manga. Number 4, DEADMAN WONDERLAND.
ハートで限界を超えやがった
DEADMAN WONDERLAND is about a prison where the prisoners can take part in a deadly game to earn points, and with these points they can buy food, drinks, even cigarettes, alcohol, or 1 year off their sentence. Our main character, Ganta Igarashi, finds himself inside prison after he's falsely accused of murdering all his classmates. He's sentenced to life, which here means he's infected with a deadly poison that kills him in 3 days. And he needs points to buy candy for anti-poison so he can get another 3 days. The anime is about a death game. A lot of time a different type of death game, which gives it this dark action feeling like Future Diary, and it also has this psychological twist in it. If you like Future Diary because of its dark atmosphere and its bloody action scenes, I'm sure you'll love this anime too. As for the characters, don't worry, you can find similarly crazy characters in this anime like in the Future Diary, and they might even be crazier here. But for the main character, he is lame here too, just he's more focused to do actions, and that's why he looks more badass than Yuki. For the mystery part, it can also be found here. There is a second part of the anime which I won't talk about because of spoilers, but you won't understand a lot of things from the start, but after that part, there'll be more things that you won't understand, which gives it a kind of a good mystery to the anime. The best part of the anime is its fights. It usually has this 1 versus 1 fight, which is really good, and they're really well animated, and they're bloody and brutal, just as you're used to from the Future Diary. Unfortunately, the mystery won't be answered after the anime because it's kind of unfinished. So if you plan to watch this anime and you don't like to stay in a cliffhanger forever, you need to finish the story with the manga. The anime came out in 2011 and still hasn't gotten another season, and I don't think it ever will. Be prepared not to have a very satisfied ending if you only plan to watch the anime. The anime is 12 episodes plus 1 extra OVA, which is of an interesting character that you meet later in the anime. All in all, this anime is not that long. a little bit longer than Big Order, so you could give it a try. At least you'll enjoy the fight scenes. Number 3. BTOOOM. BTOOOM is about a battle royale death game. The main character, Ryota Sakamoto, is so obsessed with a game named BTOOOM that he practically becomes a NEET because of it. BTOOOM is a battle royale game where your only weapons are bombs, and in this game, Ryota is in the top 10 players. Until one day, he wakes up on an unknown island without any memory of how he gets there. He can only figure things out with the help of a glass chip in his head and his belt bag, which contains a lot of strange gadgets. He later finds he's in the real version of his favorite game, BTOOOM. Like the Future Diary, this anime is also about the death game. I could also call it a battle royale, but the manga version came out in 2012, and the first game which popularized the word battle royale is PUBG, which came out in 2017, so this is a battle royale before it became really cool. Back to the topic. The anime is also bloody and dark, like the Future Diary, and has a lot of intensive action scenes, which also has an unexpected twist to make you think that even the most important characters aren't safe in this anime from death in here. Here, unfortunately, the mystery part is not great, or should I say it's not really there. You can figure out everything in the first episodes. The only mystery which stays, which is why the bad guy is doing things, but I wouldn't really call that the mystery. So, if you liked Future Diary for its mystery parts, you'll be disappointed in this one in the end. From this list, BTOOOM is the first anime I really recommend you watch. It's the first anime for me I started to read the manga first and then watch the anime after this. I say you could watch the anime and enjoy it. The action is good, the mystery is interesting, and the characters are interesting. Every character has a deep story behind him or her. Because of it, the story sometimes becomes slow, but the characters give a lot to the story, so you don't feel that they're there unnecessarily. In this anime, the fight scenes are also the best part. Here they're bloody and brutal, but the characters use a lot of forethought and thinking and tactics. As I previously said, in this game, characters only have bombs as weapons. But what I haven't said is there's a lot of different types of bombs, which make the characters think before they throw any bombs. It would be kind of embarrassing if you blew yourself up, wouldn't it? The anime is 12 episodes, so it's also in a group of short afternoon animes, so you could give it a try. Now, I didn't want to say this, but if I haven't convinced you yet, this anime is closest thing there is to Fortnite the anime. Of course, I wouldn't recommend that kids watch it. Oh, and if you don't like Fortnite, then forget I ever said that. Number 2. Danganronpa. Danganronpa is about a school class who are locked inside a school, and the only way to escape is if someone commits the perfect murder. It means that someone has to kill somebody, and after the murder, the class has a trial where the class tries to guess the murderer, and he or she has to direct the suspicion to someone else. If the murderer succeeds in this, then they can leave the school freely, but all the other classmates are going to be executed brutally. This class is interesting because it only contains special people. It means the class contains people who are extremely good at something. For example, swimming, programming, or detective work. There's only one exception, the main character, Nagi Magoto, who has the ultimate luck. Every year, one person can get into this school only on luck, and that person is Nagi. When Nagi arrives at this school, he loses consciousness and he finds himself in this murder game with his classmates. Like the Future Diary, it also has its own mind-blowing twist, which makes you sit until you finish the anime. The anime's interesting part is the class trial, which is the mind game part of the game. And if you like the mind game part of Future Diary, you're gonna love this anime. Unfortunately, this anime doesn't contain action, but the class trial part will replace it, so hey, we're good, so you won't be missing the action. The anime is great if you like mystery and psychological animes. It has a lot of secrets which won't be answered until the end. It's like NCIS the anime. If you like investigation and trying to guess who the killer is, you'll definitely like this anime. It probably won't surprise you to say the best part of this series is the characters. Because you have to have the ultimate ability even to get in the school, there's a ton of variety on the personalities and the ultimate abilities. Every fan has a favorite, so in this franchise, there are not waifu wars because everyone has a different favorite. Mine is Miu Aruma. And this is the part where I can say this. I know this anime has a big fandom, but a lot of them didn't play the game, which is good, really good. I highly recommend you play the games even if you've already watched the anime. There are 3 games of this series. The first one was adapted to the anime. The second is not adapted to any other form, but it's very good. And then there's a third game which was not that well received according to the fans, but I think it's still good. And the other reason why you should definitely check out the games is because there are 2 other seasons of the anime, and you'll only understand the anime if you played the game. The first anime has 13 episodes, so it looks like every time I go, the episode number is rising. The other 2 episodes are 11 and 12 episodes, and both have an extra OVA. So if you want to go into this franchise, you have to prepare yourself because this won't be an afternoon anime. And you'll want to play the games, and they're kind of long, so be ready, but you won't regret it. All in all, Danganronpa is really an interesting show with colorful characters, great mystery, and a great story. Number 1. Steins Gate.
あれマユシーの懐中止まっちゃってる。おかしいな。さっきネジ巻いたばっかりなのに。
Steins Gate is about a strange college student, Okabe Rintaro, who thinks he's a mad scientist. He spends most of his time in his labor with his friend Hashida Irito, but they just call him Daru. He's a genius programmer, but also an otaku. And Shina Marui also likes to spend his time there. Here they spend their time inventing strange things like a bit particle gun, which is a TV remote, but only the Channel Plus button works on it. His peaceful life stops when Makise Kurisu, a genius kid from the USA, arrives in his life. When she starts to analyze his new invention, a remotely controlled microwave, they somehow realize it's more than a microwave. They somehow invented a prototype of a time leap machine. The similarity is time-jumping elements. If you like that in Future Diary, where people can see the future with their mobile and they can change the future, you'll love this anime. The funny thing is both of them have a connection to mobiles, which has a strong connection to change the future. The only thing is, in Steins Gate, they try their hardest to explain everything. This usually doesn't work, but it somehow works when they explain how black holes work and how you can use them to time travel. Steins Gate is a really good mystery, a psychological anime, but unfortunately this anime too doesn't contain any fighting. So sorry about this, it's not an action anime, but I'm sure you'll still enjoy it. This anime is great. If you don't trust me, trust the internet, who voted this anime the number 6 best anime ever created in 2017, which was kind of a surprise to me when I found out. Because yes, everyone thinks Steins Gate is a great anime, but not many people talked about it after it was broadcast. This anime was originally a visual novel, which was adapted almost fully. Of course, if you want more Steins Gate, you can check out the game also, but you won't get too much more content. Remember when I said that the episode number is rising? So the anime is 24 episodes. The second season is 23, and there's also a movie. Oh, and the visual novels are also long. But don't worry, it's number 1 on this list, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed this anime and finished the anime and games too. And if you finish the anime, you can also check out Steins Gate Zero. But sadly, it's more about AI technology than time traveling, and it's missing a really great joke factor from the first anime. I don't want it to be a spoiler, so just 2 words: mad scientist. I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll watch at least one anime in these recommendations. If yes, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And while you're there, click on that bell to get notifications so you'll know when I upload another video. Hope we meet again.